back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you found this series. We explore the right of disposition, the legal right to control what happens to your body after death, and how to make sure your wishes are honored, not ignored. This episode focuses on Nebraska, a state that gives you a clear path to control your final arrangements, but only if you put your wishes in writing. In Nebraska, you can decide who will make decisions about your remains by completing a Declaration of Rights of Disposition form. Under Nebraska Revised Statute 30-2223, this declaration allows you to designate an agent, someone you trust, to make decisions regarding your funeral, burial, or cremation. Your designated agent's authority overrides all other relatives. That means your spouse, parents, or children cannot overrule your written declaration if it's properly executed. This is the simplest and strongest way to make sure your final wishes are respected exactly as you intend. If you do not leave written instructions, Nebraska law determines who gets to decide. Here's how the hierarchy works. First, the person you legally appointed in your written declaration. Second, your surviving spouse. Third, your adult children, a majority if there's more than one. Next, your parents. Then come your adult siblings, followed by your next of kin under Nebraska's intestate succession laws. If no one is available or willing, a county official or public administrator may step in. This order is established by Nebraska Revised Statute 38-1425 and related provisions of Nebraska Funeral Service Law. The point is simple. If you don't document your wishes, the law decides for you, and it might not be who you expect. Now, Nebraska does not list an exact statewide number of days that a family has to claim a body. However, under Nebraska Revised Statute 1371, a funeral establishment or public official may proceed with a burial or cremation if a body is unclaimed after 30 days and no arrangements have been made. In practice, most funeral homes in Nebraska operate with a 10 to 30 day internal timeline before reporting an unclaimed body to the county. So if your loved ones delay or if no one steps forward, the state can take control after roughly a month. Now, let's be honest. Not all family relationships are close. You may be no contact, estranged, or simply not aligned with certain relatives. Unfortunately, unless you get a designated agent in writing, Nebraska's default hierarchy still applies. That means the state could turn to a relative you've had no relationship with. The best way to prevent that is by signing your Declaration of Right of Disposition now. Choose someone you trust and give them the legal authority to make decisions for you. Nebraska law does not directly address chosen names or gender identity in its right of disposition statutes. If you live under a chosen name or identity differently from what appears on your legal documents, it's essential to include that information in your written declaration. State clearly how you wish to be identified and remembered. Names, pronouns, presentation, and any other symbolic details that matter to you. Documentation ensures that your identity is honored your way. Now, here's what to remember. Nebraska allows you to sign a Declaration of Right of Disposition, naming who will control your final arrangements. Your appointed agent's decision overrides all relatives. If you do not leave instructions, the order goes first your agent, second your spouse, third your children, next your parents, followed by siblings and other kin. If no one claims your body within about 30 days, county officials may intervene. Estranged relatives remain legally in line unless you appoint someone else. Your written plan protects both your wishes and your identity. As always, I want to thank you for watching. I hope this helped you understand how Nebraska handles the right of disposition and why documenting your wishes is so important. If you found this video helpful, share it with your family, friends, or anyone living in Nebraska who needs this information. Most people don't realize how simple it is to secure their peace through a single signed document. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more state-by-state breakdowns. And check out the rest of the Right of Disposition series, because every state has its own rules, timelines, and lessons worth knowing. I'm Bella, but this is your life, your legacy, and your choice, even after you're gone.